In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this lovely little flower that we've got here. As you can see, it's really nice. It's quite billowy, isn't it? All the petals seem to really stand out, and I'm proud of the cupcake, don't they? Okay, so it's really, really simple to do. You need 3 bags of icing, which does sound like you're using a lot, but however, you can actually transfer any excess that you've got from your plain nozzle bag over to the other one if you need it. You don't actually end up using any extra icing. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that one down. The piping tips we're going to use are a plain circle tip. You don't want it to be too big. This one that I've got in here is, it's actually a gem nozzle, Gem 1R. The next nozzle that you're going to need will be a petal nozzle. It's actually rounded at the bottom and into a point at the end. Okay, I'm hoping you can see that quite clear. This one is a Wilton 124 tip. And finally, the last one that you're going to use will be this one here, which is a plain nozzle, and it's a very fine tip. This one's a number 4 Wilton nozzle. I don't know if you can actually see that very well there. Can you see it there? Does that make more sense? Okay, the camera's trying to focus on something so small. Okay, right, so to get yourself started, you need the bag with the plain round piping nozzle. And what you do is you pipe, oh, it's almost coming out already. You pipe a nice circle going all the way around the outside edge. You get to the end, just push down a little bit so it's not sort of double layered. And that one can go to the side then, because we don't need that again till the end. The next bag that you're going to use is your petal tip. Take it with the larger end facing the base and the pointed end at the top. And then what you're going to do is squeeze and lean it over the edge of that nice round circle that you've got there. That way, if it needs to fall backwards on itself, like that one has a little bit more, it's got something to hold it up. Okay, so I'm squeezing firmly, going up and pushing down. Squeeze firmly and down. As you can see, there's hardly any movement in my actual hand when I'm piping. I'll do one last one just in that gap there. Okay, so as you can see, that's a really pretty little flower already, isn't it? So it's up to you. What you could do to just vary this a little bit is you could actually pipe just in the centre here, a small bit using the plain nozzle that we've got here, and cover that in little black edible pearls, and that would look quite a lot like a sunflower, wouldn't it? Or a large daisy. Okay, but what we're going to do today is I'm going to readjust this bag, and then we will pipe a second layer. Now this second layer gives you a little bit more height on the flower. So you want to pipe in the centre circle again, squeeze and lift up a little bit. So you're letting the nozzle do all the work for you. You look how far that nozzle moves. Not much at all, is it? Okay, I'll do one last one just there. As you can see, it's really pretty. You can't see the colours very well of this one, but it's a really delicate peach that I'm using. More like almost like a apricot tone. Okay, to finish your flower, it's really, really simple. You're going to take your plain piping bag, just do the smallest of squirts in the middle there. Really, really tiny. Now I know quite a few of you prefer to keep it just like that, which I do think looks really, really pretty. As you can see, it's a really nice tall flower. So this one will replace the chrysanthemums quite well, because it'll give you that height in your bouquet that you need. But I like to finish it off with something in a contrasting colour. Sorry, I couldn't think of my words then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this green piping bag, And I'm just going to place the nozzle just onto that peach, squeeze, and as you squeeze, gently lift up a little bit. So as you can see, it's a very small stamen that you've done in the middle. And then all you're going to do around that outside edge, so I'm hoping the camera will focus, just do some little squeezes all the way around that stamen in the middle. Okay, I think you agree that looks really nice, just an extra little finish in the middle. You can continue and pipe all the way with that little blob that you did in the middle, and it will make it more of a statement sort of piece in the middle of the flower. I think that's just enough. I think it looks really pretty. As you can see, they all look very slightly different when you're piping them. It's down to the amount of pressure that you're putting on your piping bag, and you can vary this as much or as little as you want to. Okay, so that's our lovely big flower that we're going to do. I don't think it has a specific name. It looks very much like a magnolia, doesn't it? So we'll just leave that one as it is. We'll call it the magnolia. I think it's a great flower to replace your hydrangeas, sorry, your chrysanthemums.